guys, how's it going? I'm the Mighty MC, and today we are going to talk about Vosteed's new offering, the Morel. Named after the mushroom here. That's High Morel. I'm assuming that was a joke on High Morale. But anyway, so this one was around $100 and it was a collaboration with RS Knife Works, the same ones that did the RS Chaos. I did not get the RS Chaos, it was not my style. But this one was, so I went ahead and went for it. The 10's back, so that leads me to believe on the higher end ones, we're going to get the 10. On the budget stuff, we're probably just going to get the box. So far, either way, you get this Velcroed pouch, which is nice. I like the pouch. I like the 10 too, but if we don't get it, we don't get it. But the zippered pouch is very nice. It does give you something to store your knife in. A little baggie. And here's what we have. This is the Vosteed Morel. Mine was a brown Cerakote, I think was what they called it, or ceramic coated. It looks kind of green in certain lights, but it does look kind of brown. Okay, so walking around the knife, it is an axis lock. We have a filler for the reversible clip. The clip is well done, completely flush and set. This is the back spacer. It's not integral. It might look like it, but it's not. Okay, nothing fancy on the pivot. And the blade is N690. Now, a lot of people kind of begroan that. I don't have a lot of experience with N690, but I don't have any bad experience with the few I have. I haven't used them a whole lot. Now, this is super grippy. Which, if you're going to garden with it, you're going to go outside, you're actually going to hunt these mushrooms, that's definitely something you want. This is pretty smooth here. That is extra grippy right in there, which I'm sure is intentional. Okay, so let's open her up. I'm going to reverse flick it first. The blade is gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. That nice swedge back there. It's just an incredible looking blade. Mine's still oily. Sorry about that. I should have something to wipe it off with real quick before we move on. And I dropped a bunch of stuff. Okay, there we go. Now we'll get a better look at it. Not a lot of billboarding. I always like that. But it is an incredible blade. Alright. Shuts easy enough. You got an extra set of springs with this so you can kind of pick your tension. I hate disassembling axis locks. It's like one of the least fun things ever. The reverse flick works just right. You can open and close it easily enough. I got a text message, as you heard there in the background. Now, one thing I'm gonna say, I can't thumb flick it because I can, but the detent is too light, and as soon as I get my thumb started, I move the blade. The detent on this guy is super light. Like, honestly. And all these axis locks are light. This one is incredibly light. So, something to be aware of. Okay, if you get it. If you don't like real light detent, you might not like this one. My other big gripe with this one, and this is a big one for me, these scales, it's a fantastic blade. It's one of my favorite blades I've ever seen. The scales aren't good. And maybe that's just a preference. Maybe it's just the way it fits my hand. This whole edge right here is sharp. And this right here, that is actually uncomfortably sharp. Like when I do that to close it, that really digs into the palm of my hand. And honestly, this will probably deter me from carrying this. It will discourage it. Like they knocked this one down nicely. I don't have that problem there. I don't have it up here. I don't have it here. But this one here, it's almost like they missed it. I wish I had something here because this will like tear paper. And that's kind of disappointing because maybe it's just me and where it fits in my hand, but that really digs into my palm when I try to shut it, and that's going to discourage me from carrying the knife. And for $100 and for Vosteed, I guess I just thought we could have gotten something a little, it feels unfinished. Like I said, that is really sharp. That's got a little, these needed knockdown. That's all there is to it. We just didn't, like, that's kind of uncomfortable in my hand. There's hot spots everywhere. And it's that scale digging into my hand right there. It's that corner. And we just didn't pay enough attention to that detail. I would love this knife if it came with a micarta or a G10. I really don't like aluminum scales that well anyway, but that kind of stinks, man. Like, that's a good edge right there. Like, it catches my whole finger. And that's what I've got. Other than that, it's a fantastic knife. It might fit in your hand differently, or maybe I just got one where it's not knocked down enough. But I have to imagine there's several of them like that. And maybe it's just me griping. Like I said, fantastic blade. Absolutely love it. Probably would have been my EDC, but it's so uncomfortable in my hand. I don't know. I'm not going to deal with it. I'll keep it. I love Vosteed. I love their product. I love everything they do normally. This one for me is a swing and a miss. But, you know, let's do a size comparison real quick for you. Quit bitching about the scales. Here it is next to the QSP Penguin. Almost identical. There's no way I don't have a nightshade close, is there? What's that? Alright, that's the raccoon. I'll show it to you next to the raccoon, though. That's good enough. But, yeah. There are a lot of different colorways, and honestly... So here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the grind. There it is next to the grind. So the grind's a little longer. Different kind of blade, though, completely. But if you have a QSP Penguin, that'll tell you almost exactly what you're going to get. And the Penguin's an excellent knife. If you don't have one, get one. This is also an excellent knife from Vosteed. I highly recommend the grind. Like a prototype knife, man. It's just incredible. And this one is really good. I love the design. I love the curve. The blade is just fantastic. I don't know a lot about N690, so that remains to be seen. My scales are super uncomfortable. It feels like a miss, and that's unfortunate because other than that. But if you don't like this one, check out other knives from Vosteed. The Nightshade is probably my favorite knife in existence right now. It's just a shame this one isn't going to work for me. But if they come out with micarta or G10, I'll be all over it. So thank you guys for watching. I am MC. This is the Vosteed Morel. I think they have a couple of models available. And I think the black and satin is still available, and one other model. So go to their website. I'll put a link in the description so you can go get one. And happy hunting, you guys. Have a good one, y'all.